A big welcome back to the channel. Today we're in Georgia at the Georgia Aquarium. And if you didn't know already, this is the largest aquarium within the United States, and it's the largest in North America and one of the largest in the entire world. And we're going to take a full look around to show you exactly what you can expect to help you understand if it's worth two things: your time and your money. I'm also going to help you understand how to have the best time here humanly possible. We're going to tour the entire aquarium so you can know exactly what to expect, and so also that you can know how to plan to have the best time possible. We're going to talk about everything to include parking, food, discounts, costs, membership, and so much more. So there is a lot to see and do here. So let's get started now. So let's start off with talking about parking. Depending on where you park, you can get rates as low as $12 for the entire day, all the way up to $20. Now, if you do go online and sign up there, you can get a discount of $5 on parking. So that may be something you want to check out before you go. Let's talk now about buying a ticket to the aquarium. There are kiosks in the very front of the aquarium, and if you pay for a ticket there, you're gonna be paying full price. You can go online and save $5 by doing it that way. And you can also buy your tickets inside at the kiosk. For whatever reason it's giving you a problem, or you just rather do it the old-fashioned way. As I mentioned in the introduction, this aquarium is huge, and when you walk inside, you're going to be faced with a giant entryway, and spurring off of each one of these is going to be different corridors, and the corridors are different types of fish that you will see based on the different environments that they live in. And so this is a huge area right here. I would absolutely begin. This is my first pro tip to you. Go to the information desk and find out when the shows are. What I mean by that is there are free shows that are available for the dolphins as well as for the seals. And by finding out when the shows are, you can plan your visit there, really time it out really good. Now, the first place we're visiting right now is going to be where the sharks are. And this is one of the main attractions. And I love this giant school of fish that swims all around. I've never seen anything like this before, and the sharks penetrate and swim right through the fish, and it looks absolutely amazing. It's a must see, and I think it's one of the highlights of the museum. One of the good things about seeing the sharks is that they are constantly on the move. If you know anything about sharks, you know that in order for them to live and thrive, they have to continuously move. So it's never a dull moment in this section of the aquarium. When you make your plan to visit, oftentimes you're gonna need to know how long to spend here, and most people spend 2 to 4 hours. But quite frankly, I was here for the entire day, and I felt like I kind of rushed through the aquarium. I didn't felt like it was a I didn't think that 4 hours really did it justice. If you really like aquatic life, you're going to be here for an entire day or even more. And if you are going to be here for longer than an entire day, I absolutely recommend you get the membership, because the membership for an entire year is less than the cost of coming here twice. Now, what you're looking at right here is one of the most beautiful aspects about this aquarium, and you can see the platform there. It's actually moving, so you can just stand there and look up and gaze above, and it's a tunnel that goes through a giant aquarium. And as you see, there are fish all around, different types, and schools of fish just come at the very top, to include sharks that you're looking at right now, and they just swim all around you. You can sit here and just enjoy beautiful sunlight too, and it's absolutely one of the most fantastic parts about coming here to the aquarium. When this aquarium was built back in 2005, it had the largest, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, number of aquatic life than any place else in the world. It's since been eclipsed by an aquarium in China, and there are many, many aquariums around the world that are spectacular, but you're rarely gonna find one quite as attractive as this. It has a huge number of aquatic life, and it's just absolutely spectacular. And one of the big draws is this, what you're looking at right now, and it's the whale shark. It's the only aquarium in North America that has a whale shark, and one of the few in the entire world. And this is a huge, what you're looking at right now is a glass screen. You can go right up to the screen. And do you remember when I said check at the front information desk to find out what's happening at the aquarium, because if you time it just right, you can come down where there are divers in the pool. And what we're looking at right now is divers that are actually in this huge aquatic area with the whale sharks, and it's just absolutely fantastic. And the divers can see you, you can see them. They'll come right up and they'll, you know, wave their hands and, you know, point at you and say hello. And it's seeing them interact with the fish and the whale sharks, you know, so close, literally right upon them, is absolutely amazing. It's an absolutely tremendous experience. The whale sharks are one of the main draws of the aquarium. They're the biggest fish that you'll find there, and they eat up to 47,000 pounds of food per year. That it just gives you just a glimpse of the enormity of how big and tremendous that fish is. And to see it swim right there in front of you is just absolutely spectacular. Here is my next pro tip to you. With this being one of the largest aquariums within the United States, come prepared to walk. You're gonna put at least 10 to 15,000 or even more steps on your feet all day long. So just be prepared for that, because it is a lot of walking. This area what we're in right now is one of my favorite. It's the Pacific Barrier Reef, and it's almost a tropical reef type area with a lot of fish that are small, but they're very colorful and just absolutely beautiful to look at. And again, just like where the whale shark is, it's a huge aquarium where you're completely immersed. The ceiling actually curves around you, so you feel like you're surrounded by fish. And one of the things I like about the Georgia Aquarium, it makes you able to look at the wildlife, the fish, in a lot of different venues. Now, at the start, I said check to see when the show times are, and this is one of the shows that they have here, and it is the seal show, and it's absolutely fantastic. Now, I gotta warn you, if you don't want to get wet, do not sit in the very front rows, because they swim all about and they splash water intentionally on you, so just be mindful of that. If you are wondering how much this show costs, the good news is it's absolutely free. It's included with the cost of admission, and it's a show not to be missed. I'm only giving you a couple of snippets right here, but to see what these seals can do is wonderful to look at, and to see them up close like that is absolutely great. Unless you are handicapped, seats are not assigned. I would strongly recommend try to be the first in line. It's worth waiting the extra 20 minutes just to get a good seat, because if you sit a little bit too further back, you have people who are in front of you, and it kind of really kills your viewing availability. But if you can get as close as possible, it'll enhance that show experience for you. So I definitely recommend you get to get there early and wait maybe 15-20 minutes in line. Now, just to give you an idea of how busy the museum is, when we got there, it was on a Wednesday in the middle of a school week. So it was in the winter on a Wednesday. So it wasn't in the summertime. The summertime is busier than when we were there. And the question is it right for kids? Well, when we were there were lots of kids there. And the reason why is because schools all around Georgia have field trips and they bring kids here. So it was quite busy. There were lots of kids there. In the morning time when we got there at 9 o'clock when it opened, it wasn't busy at all. And as we got progressively on into the day, it got more and more busy, particularly with kids. Now, if you bring your kids here, it's right for kids of all ages. They're going to love and enjoy. You can see little kids, young adults, everybody really enjoys it. It's a full-on family fun affair. You're not going to miss out by having the entire family take part in this adventure. You don't just get to see wild and aquatic life, you get to interact with it too as well. This is one of the things I really enjoyed, is that you were able to not only see the animals in captivity, but also to experience them too as well. This is why checking out the show times and the different events is going to be so important, because this doesn't happen all day long. They close it down for periods of the day. So to know when they're going to come out and have kids and adults interact with the animals is going to be important for you to plan your time at the aquarium. There are thousands and thousands of fish here at the aquarium of different size, variety, shapes, and beautiful colors. It's extremely colorful and interactive and engaging. There are lots of signs all about helping you to understand what you're looking at, and so it helps enhance the experience. And I found that they were fish in a huge array of different types of tropical environment, and all of this pulls you in and gets you wanting to learn and know about the not only the fish, but also what's dangerous to them, like that jellyfish you just saw right there. And also there's a dolphin show, and again, check the times, because it doesn't happen all day, and it's a first come first serve only. So definitely you want to be one of the first in line to experience that. There are lots of placards and different informational things all around to help you understand what you're looking at the aquarium. Also, there are people, both volunteered and paid staff. And this is one of the things I can't say I like too much about the aquarium. You see that there's a variety of different things, not just aquatic, not just fish, but different various types of aquatic life. And in order for you to learn, yes, it's great to be able to read, but it's also an enhancement to have staffing that's there to help explain and help you understand and appreciate what you're looking at. This is one of the things where I felt the aquarium was highly lacking. Most of the staff there I didn't feel were engaging. They were just sitting around, not really trying to draw you in. Now this lady right here, she was phenomenal. She helped explain all there is to know about the sharks and what you're looking at, and their habitat, their how they function, how they live. But there are other times that people, they just stood around. They didn't really engage. They didn't answer any questions, or they didn't know the answers, and it was really frustrating, because you wish they would say, hey, would you like to touch this? Would you like to feel this? But unfortunately, that didn't happen. Also, there were people there that were dressed like staff, like these people right here, but they're not. They're selling vacation timeshare rentals. It was absolutely bizarre. You go up there and you start talking to them, and they know about the aquarium. They'll engage and they'll help you. And then they say, oh, by the way, let me tell you about this Margaritaville timeshare. And it's very frustrating, because you're like, I don't want to know anything about that. But they're all over the aquarium selling people timeshares. I just don't understand that. That was a big, in my opinion, loss for an opportunity to help people learn and understand aquatic life. It was just really very disappointing. Just so you know, I don't get paid to do this. I do this for you. The best way that you can help me is simply hit the like or subscribe button. You can do that now. Let's switch gears again and talk about eating and dining options. You cannot bring food inside the aquarium. However, there are restaurants here that will serve you food, and they serve hamburgers, hot dogs, french fries, pizza, stuff like that. It is a bit expensive. That's the bad side. However, the good side here is that the restaurant food doesn't taste too bad. Also, it has a dining room that gives you a phenomenal view of downtown Atlanta. It's kind of a industrial feel to it. It's very nice, nicely decorated, so it'll save you time by eating here. And again, the food isn't bad, just a little costly. You may recall I said you're probably going to spend 10, 15, maybe even 20,000 steps here at the aquarium. There are limited seating options. They are available, but they take you away from maybe the observation areas and bring you more towards the central area where you can't really see anything. So that's a downside to it. So be prepared again to spend all day on your feet, because there's not a lot of seating options here. When it comes to technology, there are tons of ways to get you involved. So it's not just, you're reading all day. There are interactive displays that you can play with to help maybe make learning fun, and also help you understand exactly what you're looking at. Again, there are also information podiums littered throughout the entire aquarium to help your learning experience and to help you understand and appreciate what exactly it is you're looking at. the best time to get the most bang for your buck at the aquarium is going to be during the early morning hours. And that's because the kids don't get there yet, so it's kind of quiet. If there is staff available, you get them one-on-one, and it's just not nearly as full. It closes as late as 9, but in the middle of the day, it gets really busy. And despite what you're looking at right here, there are no dogs allowed. These are somehow helpful dogs to the people that are carrying them. But at any rate, it's 9 to 9. It has a wonderful gift shop. Be prepared. The stuff in here is really nice, but it's also really expensive. So if you have kids, be prepared to come here and spend $25 on a t-shirt, sometimes more than that. But it does have nice things. And after seeing fish all day long in aquatic life, they're gonna wanna buy something. So try to avoid this area. Believe you me, whatever you buy, it's just gonna be temporary. It's not gonna last. But at any rate, I digress. But at any rate, it does have a pretty nicely well-appointed gift shop. I talked about this a little bit earlier in the video, but if you like aquatic life, be prepared to spend the entire day here. Maybe 2 days. If you're going to spend 2 days, again, get the season pass. It'll allow you to be here for up to an entire year. However, if you just want to run through and just learn a little bit and see the highlights, you can really spend 2 hours here, but you'll miss out on a great deal. Really, more likely, I would say 4 to 6 hours is right about when you need to dedicate that much time here. But really, if you're really into it, be prepared to spend the entire day, possibly 2 days. And if you live in Georgia and you plan to come back, again, definitely get the season pass. And as you can see in this shots right here, they're not just huge aquariums, but they're little small aquariums too, where you can see individual fish. I love this right here. This is a dory fish that we're looking at right now. But they're small aquariums, large aquariums. Fish and aquatic life are displayed in a variety of settings. I love the way they did it. It's a wonderfully appointed aquarium. We had a tremendous time here. Now to answer that $1 million question, is it worth it? And the answer is yes. $50 is not a hard sell. This is a lot to see and do here. It's well worth it. You're not going to regret it. Absolutely worth your time and your money.